creating a cool animation with no rigging required. Is it even possible? Let's talk about rigging. Is it really a necessary evil? Or can we do animations without rigging? That is, 2D animation done with your own original characters, created without using the rigging process inside Cartoon Animator 4 or Cartoon Animator 5. Is this possible? Yes! Yes, when you create characters that are 100% original using a pre-made rig. And at the same time, no. If you really need 100% control on how they look in a super specific style of animation, sadly, you need to do all the rigging from scratch. But hey, if you like rigging from scratch, enjoy it. Be my guest. Some of my students who are engineers and game developers love the problem-solving part. For them, this is paradise. So if this is you, great! There's nothing for you in this video. Because we will devote the rest of the time talking about doing animation easily without rigging from scratch. I want to talk to the people who don't have the time and want to create cool animations fast. One of my students said, I never rig anything from scratch because I don't know how. And yet, look at his original character. Never rigged anything because he doesn't know how? What? What cartoon software did he use? I mean, Cartoon Animator, but it's so nicely rigged. How did he do that? Check one of his episodes to see the quality of the rigs with original characters without rigging anything from scratch. His videos are really fun and interesting to watch. Best news is, this is something you can do too. When you think of an animated character creator, that is an animation software that can create characters ready to be animated, we usually think of the rigging process and all the pain that comes with it. That's why animators think of this process as a necessary evil. It's both necessary because it helps us animate faster, but it's also evil because it makes rigging so freaking complicated, stressful, and it brings a lot of headaches with it. So why is it considered necessary? Check out any animation tutorial and you will see how they explain with amazing scenes, but to do all those millions of drawings, you need to be drawing for a really long time. Here's an example of an animation I did where my main goal was to maximize the quality in anime style with a high standard. This is the inspiration scene I took from Shield Hero and Rurouni Kenshin, and I wanted to do something in this kind of shot. And this is the quality I was looking for, something like Fate Grand Order. And this is the scene I ended up creating for the anime trailer of Art Wars. Yes, it's pretty cool, right? Okay, those 2 seconds of animation took me, sit down for this, 48 hours spread over 28 days. If you do the math, a complete 1 minute animation done by me in this way alone will probably take me more than a year to complete. Frame-by-frame animations might be great for you if you have tons of time at your disposal. But chances are, if you are over 30 and you have a life, a full-time job, wife and children, you probably need a solution that helps you animate cool stuff without needing to spend millions of years doing it. Why did 2 seconds took 48 hours? Because I didn't use any rigs. I did everything drawing by drawing, frame by frame. You can see why when you are on a tight deadline or have no time to animate, Cartoon Animator 4 or Cartoon Animator 5 is the software to use for beginners who don't have an eternity to do animation. Rigging in Cartoon Animator helps you animate super fast because you control your characters as if they were puppets. The LuckyPlanet animation took only 1 week of animation for a full 1-minute episode. That's because of the high quality he was looking for. But the thing is, the entire production took 1 month, 2 weeks for the script, 4 days for the voiceover and animatic, 1 week for animating and rendering, and 3 days for editing, that is sound, music, extra graphics, subtitles. This would be impossible to do without rigged characters that can easily be controlled as a puppet. In any video talking about animation for beginners, they usually show little animation exercises to do, but nobody talks about creating a whole scene. Nope, not for beginners. Whole scenes are for pros. So, does it have to be like that? In Cartoon Animator, beginners can create complete scenes, just like Sophia is doing in her productions. I hope you can see why rigging is really necessary for fast productions, right? Now, why is it considered a necessary evil? Why the evil? Because rigs are so easy to break. They are annoyingly sensitive and create so much trouble when creating them. Like one single misspelled word in the PSD or vector file and your file is screwed. Or even misplacing a layer accidentally and the rig breaks so badly that it can fuel your next productivity nightmare. So how do rigs break? Well, elements disappear, the disappearing eyes, drawings come up different, entire body parts don't show up, body elements get disconnected, the process is tedious, like you have to customize the paths, sorting the layers, etc. And you have to jump from software to software, back and forth, like from PSD editor like Photoshop, Krita, or Affinity, back to Cartoon Animator and vice versa. So you see, rigs can be really annoying. So yeah, they are necessary because they save a ton of time, but they can also be evil in the sense that they can be a real pain in the butt. But wait, there's good news. They don't have to be a necessary evil because you can use pre-made rigs. Here's where LuckyPlanet, one of our students, has something that can help you. LuckyPlanet to the rescue. Check out this video to see how he creates his animations. You can find the link in the description below this video. Okay, the difficulty level is medium. The learning difficulty is easy. Yeah, you can learn these techniques in 1 week. I don't think you need more than that. The skills required for this type of rig, you need drawing skills, character design, PSD image editing using Photoshop, and rigging checking skills in Cartoon Animator. Now, the drawing skills required are not that hard. It's something you can learn in like around 1 week. This is where the only learning difficulty that makes it medium. But here's another example of an animation done without the complicated rigging process, and it was using customization instead. The animation was done by Sophia Samuels. You can see that in some scenes, Sophia customized several characters and she didn't have to go through all the rigging process. She used the Campus Hero pack. The difficulty level was easy. Learning difficulty? Well, honestly, super easy. You can learn this right now or in the next 1 or 2 days. So yeah, everybody can do something like this. Skills required for this type of rig? Well, no drawing skills required, element swapping in Cartoon Animator, and character customization. All of that without having to leave Cartoon Animator to go to another software like a PSD editor, like Photoshop or Affinity. And finally, I just want to show you the potential of what happens when you go all in into an animation done in Cartoon Animator. This is only for the brave, who are not afraid of the rigging process, who can deal with problem solving, who don't mind fixing the rigs constantly because they're going to be breaking again and again, but they don't mind this. This was custom made and did not use a pre-made rig. Instead, my friend Garry Pye created his own because he needed a very specific type of animation. The difficulty level of this is hard. The learning difficulty is also hard because you need good cartoon drawing skills, character design, the sprites drawing design, that is different mouths, drawing different mouths, eyes, face expressions, etc. You need PSD editing skills, rig checking skills in Cartoon Animator. So as you can see, it depends on the level of complexity that you need for your animation and the time you're willing to spend for the quality you're looking for. So all in all, Cartoon Animator is a really great option for everybody, from beginners who don't know how to draw to intermediate users who know a little bit about drawing to advanced users who can generate everything from scratch. In conclusion, rigging doesn't have to be a necessary evil. If you're a beginner, you can use pre-made rigs. That way, you save yourself a lot of the headaches because characters in Cartoon Animator 4 for Mac users, both Mac and Windows users, or Cartoon Animator 5 exclusive for Windows users, are great, but the rigs can break so easily when you do them from scratch, and the rigging process can be painfully hard. But it doesn't have to be. Okay, all is great. And the idea of using pre-made rigs is awesome, just like our student from LuckyPlanet is doing, right? So the question is, how do you do it? Stay tuned and subscribe because in the next video, we will talk about the 3 techniques you can use for speed rigging. For now, drop a comment and let me know what is your #1 struggle when it comes to rigging a character to animate faster. What is stopping you from being as creative as you can be? What's stopping your creativity? Let me know. And I'm looking forward to reading all your answers. Take care. Now, really quick, for students who purchased the pre-order of Fast Character Creator and Rigging Mastery in Cartoon Animator 5, we have a surprise. We are launching a new bootcamp to master speed rigging. And those who pre-ordered will get free access to this bootcamp. Everybody else will get a discount to enroll during the launch of this program. So stay tuned. Remember to subscribe.